Welcome to the second lecture of DSP Simplified. In this, I will be referring to the FIR filter as well as the IIR filter. First, let us start with the FIR filter. In the FIR filter, the most important thing is the windowing technique as well as the structural realization. So, this is what is concerned with the windowing technique. Four different types of windows are referring: rectangular window, Bartlett window, Hanning window, and the Hamming window. So with respect to problem solving, one has to remember this complete table. Based on this attenuation value, we are going to identify which window we have to make use of, and in that calculation, we must have the identification of what is the corresponding transition width. So that is being represented over here, and also the window function, which one we have to make use of. Even though the rectangular, Hanning and the Hamming window are always the most commonly asked in the examination. Let us move on to the realization of FIR filter structures. So there are two different structural realizations. One is the direct form 1 realization and the lattice structure. So within this one, we are going to realize the direct form 1 as well as the linear phase FIR filter. So in the lattice structure, again, we can have two different types of problem solving. One is given the actual h of z value, we are going to make a realization of the lattice structure. And one more is given the lattice structure, we are going to convert that into the direct form 1. So with respect to this lattice structure, either to derive the lattice structure or from lattice structure to direct form 1, standard set of formulae are being used and one has to make use of that to make the solution of it. So this is the standard set of formulae to convert from direct form 1 to the lattice structure. So this is what the representation. Here you have to make an observation. While making the conversion from direct form 1 to lattice, this m value will always start from higher, moving towards the lower, and minimum value is going to be the 1. With respect to that only, we have to make use of equation 1 as well as equation 2. In the equation 2, there is a sub-iteration we are going to make use of. That is by making use of the value I. So up to m is equal to 2, it is quite good that we can have only one expression. If it is greater than 2, the m value is greater than 2, then we are going to have each value of I. We need to calculate this particular am minus 1 of I. This is the formula to convert from lattice structure to the direct form 1. In this case, you must remember that m will take the values starting from minimum towards the maximum. So be careful while making the solution. So in case of lattice structure to the direct form 1, the m value will always start from minimum towards the maximum. Minimum value is the 1. And we have to make use of this equation 3, 4 as well as 5 in order to obtain the values of the direct form 1. Now let us move on to the IIR filter design. So in the IIR filter design, the analog to analog transformation is quite easy to remember as well as the problem solving. So these are the four representations you need to remember. That is low pass to low pass transformation, low pass to high pass transformation, low pass to band pass transformation, and then low pass to band stop transformation. So what it is going to say is, once you are having this low pass prototype, then we can obtain any of these four filters. So low pass to low pass transformation, in the sense low pass prototype representation is given. We are converting that to actual low pass filter with a given specification. So to have such conversion, we are going to make use of these substitutions in the analog filter representation or the analog filter prototype. If you make this substitution in place of yes, we obtain the corresponding filters. Then we are going to have structural realization in the IIR filter, and we are going to study two structural realizations, the direct form 1 as well as the direct form 2. So these are the few points that we need to remember with respect to direct form 1. So you can just go through it with words. First one, to simplify the given expression. If any multiplicative terms are present, simplify it and get the expression in its most simplified representation. There must not be any multiplicative terms. It must be in a straightforward terms. Then if h of z is given, then in the RHS, the power of the z must be negative. If not, make a conversion. Then simplify the given expression so that the expression for y of n can be obtained. That is what we need as a part of final realization. Then final expression must have y of n in the left hand side. All other values must be on the right hand side. Coefficient of y of n must be 1 on the left hand side. If not, just make sure that you are going to get that 1 by some means. Similarly, we are going to have few points to remember with respect to direct form 2. So please make use of these points. If you are going to have these points satisfied with each solution, so everything will go correct with the final answer. So if anything is going to miss, then obviously it will lead to the wrong result. So you can just go through these wordings. Thanks for joining.